Hello again, princess. Careful now. A dungeon floor isn't as comfortable as a king's bed to flail about on. I would apologize for your accommodations, but really, my dear, you did this to yourself. How long has it been, beloved? A year? An entire year since you ran from my protection, disappearing into the night like a common thief. You took something very precious from me, my love. Your gift was mine. You were mine. Did you really think I wouldn't hunt you down, find you, and drag you back here to face the consequences of your actions? I have to admit, you gave your pursuers a merry chase, always one step ahead. She'll run for home, we all thought. It'll be the simplest thing in the world to track her down and bring her back. But you had a few things to teach us then, didn't you, sweetheart? By the time your path to the castle had been discovered, you had already been there and gone. Let me assure you that the peasant couple who hid you in their cart were properly rewarded. I let them watch as their home was burned to the ground, and their livestock slaughtered, before I had their eyes removed. You look shocked. Surely you didn't expect any less of me. When we learned you had gone from your former home, we were puzzled. Where, and for what purpose? You were a slippery little eel, weren't you, my precious? But, though you slipped through my fingers entirely too many times, those with whom you came in contact did not. Such big eyes you have, my dear. I do hope you're as comfortable on that cold, hard floor as you can be, for I have a tale to tell. There was more going on during your quest than I think you realize. It's time you were brought up to date, don't you think? I assume you did a general inventory while you were at home. The storerooms were all nicely filled, subjects and livestock all hale and healthy. I doubt you would have left them otherwise, despite my dire prediction of a year ago. Yes, everyone within the city walls fared nicely in your absence. But they had years to prepare for that eventuality, and your parents had been good stewards with their surpluses. However, the inn where you slept your first night away had no such preparation. Pity, that one. They tell me it was a most excellent establishment. Now, it is only a bare stone hearth surrounded by ash and cinders, and the skeletons of those who didn't make it out, of course, which was everyone. My, you are looking a bit pale. Are you sensing a pattern, my love? I can assure you that there is one. Every night, you chose to forgo camp and settle at an inn. You condemned the people inside to disfigurement and death. I'd hoped to keep the unpleasantness to a minimum, but you were always out of reach. Think of all those lives wasted, just because you felt the need for a jaunt. And you didn't always opt for public houses when camp didn't appeal, did you, dearest? Families offered you shelter as well. Mothers, fathers, grandparents, children, babes in arms. All those people you left behind with a wave and a smile. I'm fairly certain that if any did survive, they would not smile for you today. In fact, I would venture that your name is as much a curse to them now as my own. There were so many families. It was inevitable that a few stragglers would escape. What tales they must be telling their neighbors of what happens to those who befriend the dear princess. And what was so important that it was worth the lives and livelihoods of so many people? What selfish thing did the beautiful runaways seek? Was it release from a curse that tortured and maimed? But you did not carry a curse. You were gifted with a blessing, a benefit for you and all your subjects. You were conniving to have your blessing removed just to spite me. Even when you learned that the old witch who had attended your birth was dead, you continued to search for her daughter. Pity about the babbling idiot you found in her place. No, dear. I was not responsible for that misfortune, though I wish I could claim it. I suspect she was not strong enough to follow her mother's footsteps, and went mad because of it. Oh, but there was still another, wasn't there? The crone's granddaughter had taken her place as healer, and she carried the hag's magic well within her. She was able to give you what you wanted, and now your gift is no more. By the way, have you noticed that lump in the cell next to yours? Watch carefully. She still breathes. Do you recognize her? Her features have been badly damaged, I know, but you should still know the face of the one who changed you so profoundly. Yes, I have heard, too. Now, my princess, here we are. Your spiteful little heart succeeded in its quest, but everyone who aided you is either dead or wishes that they were. Tell me, princess, was it worth it? In the end, I still have you, though your gift is lost. But I also have the one who can give it back to you. And so much more. In that, I suppose you actually did me a favor. That deserves a reward, don't you think? I do. And I'll tell you what it is. Your gift will be restored, and I will forgive all and make you my consort. No wifely privileges, you don't deserve those, but all the wifely duties, I must insist. This time, there will be no escape from me. You wasted an entire year of our lives, princess, and for what? Misery and destruction for your own people. And I still have what I want. Guards, take this ragged little beauty to be properly cleaned for me. Don't leave her side until I come to reclaim her. It's time the darling princess learned a lesson in humility.